What is up, everybody? Superverse here today, and it seems like Ubisoft, that studio, that publisher, is in major trouble right now because they have canceled 3 unannounced games. So games we don't even know what they are. They've been canceled, and delayed Skull and Bones again, which is their like sea combat, trying to kind of like a copycat of Sea of Thieves, somewhat. But I guess they're doing their own thing with it. But yeah, Ubisoft is in major trouble because even their popular games that came out that has the user that the player reception, like the Mario Rabbids game that just came out, that did people say they liked the game, but nobody actually supported the game. Nobody actually bought the game like that. So, and the Just Dance games they continuously make, those games didn't even do the sales they usually do. The company says software sales over the key holiday season has been markedly and surprisingly slower than expected, with Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is their that game I just mentioned, and Just Dance 2023 among the games to have failed to meet expectations. So they have not I guess they didn't get the money they were expecting to get from those games. So this might be the final hurrah for Ubisoft at this point. And I was like, I just don't know what they're doing at Ubisoft right now because didn't they announce a Prince of Persia remake or a remaster of the classic games? Where is that at? That game just been canceled indefinitely, I guess, or just postponed or whatever they did. They announced they was making it and they just stopped and said, "Hey, we're not making the game anymore," or whatever. We had Beyond Good and Evil 2, which we had a trailer for at least like 3 to 5 years ago. They just stopped with that too. Like, what's going on with Ubisoft? It's like, it just seems like they're just in shambles over there at this point. But this announcement came on Wednesday. The company says it's facing major challenges as the industry continues to shift towards mega brands and longer-lasting titles that can reach players across the globe, across platforms and business models. Ubisoft said it has spent the last 4 years attempting to adapt its biggest brands, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six, and The Division, to these converging trends. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe they're trying to change the key thing people like about these games. Like I don't understand. Like the Far Cry series is pretty much a hit in my opinion. I don't really care about the whole multiplayer aspect of the Far Cry series, but the single player component of Far Cry games has been pretty spot on. They just focus on that, so just instead of trying to copy trends. And then Assassin's Creed, they're trying to go back to the original style of Assassin's Creed. When like the new one, I mean, I was a fan of the new style. I don't like Valhalla that much, but I like Origins and the one that came after that, Odyssey. Um, yeah, I don't know what to say at this point. I mean, it's like they got a lot of games. I was anticipating a few of their games, but you don't know what's going on with them. Like I was anticipating Prince of Persia remake or remaster, whatever they was gonna call it. That's been canceled. I was anticipating Beyond Good and Evil 2. That's gone. Skull and Bones, I don't really care about. So, and they had that one spinoff style, like the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild clone. What was it called? It was I forgot what that game was called. But it was like a spinoff. It was Breath of the Wild, but the same cell shaded graphics, and it was like a Greek setting. I don't think that game did that well for them either. But yeah, this might be the end of Ubisoft. People saying that Microsoft should probably acquire Ubisoft. I don't know if that's a good acquisition right there if they do acquire Ubisoft at this point. Um, I kind of just wish they kind of get a few IPs from Ubisoft. They're gonna the sync is shipping. Maybe get like the Assassin's Creed and Far Cry IP, but the rest of the stuff can probably go at that point. Um, this verse says he's found Assassin's Creed bloated, and that was just the main campaign. Extra content. Yeah, these games be super long. The Assassin's Creed games now, they be like 100+ hours long, and it's like maybe when I was younger, that might have been some like an accomplishment, a great feat. The game was like 100 hours long, but as you get older, you don't get that much time to play video games like that. So these long lasting games are kind of getting ridiculous at this point. Uh, Perhaps design all their games so they feel like reskinned versions of each other isn't the way to go. Microsoft on the way to acquire Ubisoft. Like once again, I don't think Microsoft should acquire Ubisoft. They're doing that bad. I don't know. Maybe like I said, maybe like a few IPs they should probably get, but I don't think they should acquire the whole company as a whole. Remember when Ubisoft was a mega brand? Before they made everything big and open world, Yeah, like every game they do is open world now. Like, what's up with that? Not every game has to be a big open world adventure. Like, I hope these publishers and studios start realizing not every game has to be a big open world adventure. Sometimes people just want a central like stylized game. So before they made everything big and open world, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Phoenix Rising, that's the brothers of Zelda Breath of the Wild spinoff game they had, Phoenix Rising. Watch Dogs and Ghost Recon. Deserted Splinter Cell and Raymond that and turned Rainbow Six into an esports shooter. Okay. I wonder whose fault it might be. Make smaller, better games. Enough with the open world games filled with useless side quest emptiness. Yeah. Like the Assassin's Creed games, the modern Assassin's Creed games got way too much padding at this point. Like 100 plus hours is kind of ridiculous. Like you can make it more style, you can make it more linear at this point. I want shorter games with worse graphics about people who are paid more to work less, and I'm not kidding. Okay. That's what happens when you make everything always online. Games as a service game. Homogeneous crap. Beyond Good and Evil 2 should have been an offline single player narrative driven game. It should have been out years ago. Yeah, that definitely just. I just don't understand what they're doing. Like, he released a trailer, so they just don't do anything with the game. The game is in limbo right now. Obviously, there's obviously a big mismanagement of IPs at this point because it's like, where's Beyond Good and Evil 2 at? Is that game even still being made? It's in development hell. What's up with that game? Um, yeah, UB crap anytime they're in an article. Have you addressed those abuse allegations? Yeah, people want Ubisoft to go down because of the certain allegations they've been receiving in the past years as well with their employees, how they treat their employees or whatever. So, um, not a good look for Ubisoft. And then, like, if they did go away, I wouldn't be too sad. I don't really care. I think there's a few games like from Ubisoft in general, but if they were to go away, I wouldn't shed a tear. Um, they don't even lose to their customers. They brought their games back to Steam and couldn't even add a basic feature like Steam achievements to Assassin's Creed Valhalla or other games. Okay. Let's focus our franchise. We can exploit via NFTs. Oh yeah, they was. They did have a period where they're trying to focus NFTs in their games. Yeah, that was stupid. The whole Ubisoft Quartz thing. They just were not reading the room at that point. I don't think they don't announce like what the unannounced games were, but it's just not a good look. They're canceling games. Games that were supposed to have been came out are just in limbo, so it's not a good look at Ubisoft. Hopefully they get their crap together, but it's not looking good right now. So I'm gonna include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Do you think that maybe Xbox should acquire Ubisoft, or do you think it's just a sinking ship and they should just sink at this point? I don't know. I'm gonna see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like for this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.